Now let's start where we left off. I was talking about how here in America, people tend to think that our language is our fault. Perhaps these people do not understand that they contribute a little to toxic masculinity. On the one hand, being a little bit of a hypocrite can distract you away from the stigma attached to a gloomy mood, since the mental health profession has barely any education. They just want to push the psychos. On the other hand, you might have to seem to contribute to toxic masculinity if you bolster your confidence level and your ability to independently deal with your problems in life. This system of oppression is like a vicious circle. It might seem like the way out of certain problems contributes to toxic masculinity even just a little bit. Sometimes it seems like almost no one can escape these ideals of behavior. Even I feel like I could be accused of toxic masculinity sometimes. It's a basic conclusion that I have here that because of the way that certain behaviors are presented in the USA, and that the consequences ensuing within a man's social, emotional life, I'm talking about that this leads to a whole range of phenomenon: prescription drug abuse or the drug abuse, domestic violence, homophobic violence, hostility, etc. Generally, what happens is that many people contribute to the creation of a very oppressive culture when it comes to intimate connections with other men. Now, this seems to lead into the problem that I sometimes have when I see certain kinds of interaction with women. Does this mean that I don't believe in any equality, though? No, because I do not like how certain subjects or careers are dominated by the male gender role. I'm talking about mathematics and science. However, I do not like a woman's pride in regard to them boasting about their role as a nurturer. Women think that they have a bio-truth pretty established when it comes to sex having meaning, or that they multitask. I just try very hard to think that how things really are when I'm out in town. I try not to keep thinking that the only truth is in observing that men know how to give attention to a woman because of what a woman wants. I try to tell myself that I need to be confident in what I want to accomplish in life. In reality, men can be a bit too distracted by this thing that women want. Over time, a relationship that seems emotional and physical can easily become a codependency. In reality, women use dating and dating apps, or a lot of them, like a drug, which they would later on learn for themselves. They would admit this later on. It seems kind of common, nevertheless, that women tend to make a statement about men not appealing to them emotionally through conversations.